Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm replicating a build from an anime, so I have done that before and I also did that particular anime, and it's going to be a build from Avatar, the Last Airbender. And this build is from the Fire Nation. The first one that I did is from the Air Nomads, uh, like temple area from them, and this one is like the beach house that we see on Ember Island that belongs to Ozai, so the Fire Lord and his family. And I thought that like the pictures and the scenes that we see of it looked really interesting, and I thought that would be a good thing to replicate. And it's like on a hillside, so yeah, I really needed to use or wanted to use terrain tools for that. And as you can see, I've already started that, and I've also already did like the basic shape of the build. And yeah, the angle that I looked at, the photo that I had that I based everything on, is from like the front right angle, so the angle that is like the that angle with the rocks in the background. And I thought that would make the most sense to use that as the like angle to look at, and I really wanted this particular part to be as close as possible as I could make it. And you can also see that it is on stilts, so it does make sense to use those that we have. And that one area is like just a roof with the entrance area, and that is also really interesting, I think. And as you can see, I also did the roof color and the color of the outside. I don't really know what the outside is colored like because it's not as apparent in the picture as the shape is, but I thought that like the wood and the stucco beige color makes sense, and I thought that I would like it. And now I am struggling with the pathway because I need the pathway to actually lead down, so the sims that if you do want to download it actually can get up to the house and use it. So yeah, I needed it to be like gradual enough that the sims can actually go up there, but that was quite difficult because I still wanted to follow the path that we can see in the anime. So yeah, that was a little bit difficult, and I needed to use stairs sometimes. The first stairs do make sense because we can see them clearly, but the second ones don't really make sense. But I still wasn't quite sure if it would be gradual enough, so I decided to make a second pathway, so the chance is doubled. And yeah, I have more space in that direction. And I also decided to use just more stairs in general there, and I wanted it to be more like a hidden pathway than the first one that I did. That one I wanted to be more official, but this one is more like a hidden one. And yeah, as you can see, I really wanted it to be like rocky and look like just carved out of the hillside, so really natural. And yeah, I tried to make it look like interesting, and I think I succeeded, even though sometimes it does look a little bit ridiculous. But I think with like landscaping and rocks, I think later it will look quite good. And as you can see, I'm already starting with like some terrain painting because I think that also brings out the whole thing and makes it look more natural. And yeah, that is of course a little bit finicky, and like you need to blend out the whole thing, so yeah, that is a little bit of a struggle. And yeah, that is also why I did the whole build in like two parts, because this part is just the outside, so it just should look like the picture that I used for inspiration, and I really wanted to take my time so it actually looks like it. And as you can see, yeah, that means a lot of landscaping, and with the terrain tool it's always a little bit of a struggle and makes it more difficult. So yeah, I really wanted to take my time, and that is why I split it in two, just because I didn't want it to be a really, really long build. And yeah, the inside I will do next week. And yeah, the inside I don't have any pictures of, or I didn't really search for it. I'm not sure, maybe there are some pictures. But yeah, I thought that I would just make it like a family home for the family that we know they have, with Azula, Zuko, and the parents. So yeah, I did a parents' bedroom and 2 bedrooms for kids. That is just what I thought would make sense. And this is, of course, the outside first. So next week you can look at that and see me building that. But yeah, here you can see I also went into the debug menu and searched for some things. I knew that I wanted to go there for the rocks, but I also thought that I would just look for some landscaping along the way. So yeah, that just I could fill out some of the stuff, some of the like corners with the landscaping from the debug menu, because it oftentimes is like more varied and also a little bit more realistic sometimes. So yeah, I like using that in this case. And here you can see the rocks that I'm using. They don't really match the rocks that we see in the pictures, but I wanted to use them because they match the landscaping around this lot, so it matches for the Sims. It doesn't really match for the picture, but yeah, I'd rather it matches the Sims than the picture. And as you can see, I used a lot of rocks and I sized them down constantly because they are way too big for like the lot and for the thing that I wanted to do with them. But yeah, I think it looks more realistic with the rocks. And here you can see that I put in like a water area in the back. It's like a pool, but not, because it is supposed to represent like the sea, the ocean, that we can also see. Of course, in like the actual anime, it's a little bit more like far away, the ocean, but I just wanted it to be represented. And I thought in that corner I didn't have anything there anyway, so it fit perfectly there. And yeah, that is the outside, and next week the inside. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!